Good. How you guys doing? You like it? Me too.
Okay.
Adjustable.
Let's start you off with something a little different. Lewis Hamilton, Formula One.
Yep.
Going to go for a sixth championship. As someone who has experience being on the cusp of a sixth, what are your thoughts of his going for this accomplishment?
Yeah, he's a great. Followed them for a little bit. I've kind of gone to a few of those races, and yeah, those guys are super talented. So, I think it's tough to stay at the top, and talking to guys that know him and that race against him, he just sees things differently than everyone else. So I think that's what makes him so exceptional. And I think it's a lot like that, for football players too. Is, you take people that kind of all do the same thing, but then someone always sees it a different way, and the uniqueness, and then the competitiveness, and then the competitive stamina help you stay on top. So he's my neighbor. He lives a floor above me in New York.
Tom, what does Ravens week mean to you?
They're a great team. Great team. Very successful organization. We've had some really tough games against those guys. They've always presented a big challenge for us. So it's a unique environment. Pretty tough. Very loud, and they're very good this year. Pretty much good every year. Good defense. They were really great last year. I actually watched a lot of them last year because we almost played them in the playoffs. So went back to a lot of those notes, and they're playing good this year. Good offense, good defense, very good special teams, good coaching. Very tough physically, mentally. So we know we're in for a very tough game.
Is there any part of you that maybe misses having Terrell Suggs on the other side and some of the guys from the rivalry over the years?
Those guys were great players, and I think, probably a lot like us, they really set the standard for, great defensive play. We've had that on both sides of the ball. They have too. They've won a couple of Super Bowl titles in the last 20 years. So, I heard Ed's getting his Hall of Fame ring or something like that. So, I'm sure they'll be excited. Be a loud night. I think communication will be a big factor for us, and good football, good execution against a very talented team.
Tom, I know you don't have to face them, but you say you keep an eye on all the younger quarterbacks. What are your thoughts on Lamar Jackson so far this season?
Yeah, I've seen him play a few times this year too, and just exceptionally talented. Speed, quickness. He's throwing the ball well. He just has great awareness in the pocket, when to run. I think his productivity is really been unmatched. So he's got a very unique skill set. It's very difficult to simulate, a level of that, a type of player with that level of talent. And, our defense is going to be a big challenge for all of us. So I think what they do a good job offensively is they keep the other offense from possessing the football too. We'll probably only have 60, 65 plays or something like that. So you got to make them count.
That's Mike Giardi just listening to himself again.
It happens. I understand.
Don't show up on the injury.
That's
Just
right.
a thought on getting N'Keal Harry back. Patriots fans saw him briefly preseason and saw a lot of promise, but just getting him back into the offense, what's that like for you?
Yeah, he's missed a lot of football, missed a lot of training camp, missed 8 regular season games. So, he's just got to try to work at it every day, and it's going to be up to him to put the effort in, and to everyone's there to help him. But you got to go out there and you got to do it and earn the trust of your teammates and coaches and stuff. So it's good to have him out there.
What's it mean? Philip Dorsett and others talked about they were kind of on him, making sure that they can get everything done, and was keeping going, keeping at it. How important is that in that locker room to see guys take a hold of someone like that?
Yeah, it's good leadership, because if you look at the 3 veterans that we have with Muhammad and Julian and Philip, those guys are it's just very consistent, dependable players who have a lot of productivity. And then we have 3 really young players with Gunnar and Jacoby and now N'Keal. So, it's kind of a, different mix, 3 veterans, 3 rookies. And I think those rookies need to rely on the veterans to really show them the way. So I'm glad that room has kind of provided the leadership that they have. So it's we're going to need everybody. I think that's what we realize. We're only at halfway point of the year. There's a lot of football left. And, everybody in each room is really counted on. There's no wasted space. So everybody has to bring something along with them. And, those rookies have to look up to the older guys to show them the way.
Tom, we saw you were limited in practice on Wednesday. Hi. We saw you were limited in practice on Wednesday with a right shoulder injury. Was that more of a maintenance day for you, or were you hurt?
I'm not hurt. I feel good. I'm off the injury report yesterday. I'm a quick healer. Yeah, feel pretty good.
Tom,
Thank you.
you referenced all the time that Nikhil's missed, obviously in the summer and then the early part of the season.
Yeah.
Would it be too much to expect much from him if he is activated in uniform this weekend?
I mean, who's ever out there, that's who I play with. So I don't make the decisions, who's up and who's down and so forth. So.
But would it be tough because of all that time missed, would it be tough for him to really contribute much in his first game?
I don't know, it's tough to project that. You guys can project that. I'm not supposed to be projecting. You're right, but I'm not going to tell anybody what I think, certainly, because it's, I think it's really up to each individual player. And if he's active and he gets an opportunity, you got to make the plays. So, but I don't know.
Tom, it's been about a half of the season now. How's the helmet working out for you?
It's been okay. Yeah, it's been okay.
Have you gotten used to it? Is it an issue anymore?
Yeah, I've gotten used to it. Yeah.
How's the second week of working with Muhammad been?
Good. On a roll. Yeah. Let's keep it going, baby.
Tom, playing a team like the Ravens on the road, what do you think you might be able to learn about your offense and even the team at this point in the season?
It's a tough game. I mean, this is one of the best teams in the AFC, and they have been for a long time. And they present different challenges. They have very good offense, very good defense, special teams coaching, and there's really no plays off. Playing on the road, so it's tough. Add some cold weather in there. I think it's going to be what football season is all about. So two good, hard-nosed football teams that probably have pretty similar styles, that are coached very well, and that are playing on a big stage, and it's a very important game for both of us.
You've played a lot of big games against the Ravens over the years. Is there sort of a commonality to the team, like an identity that sort of allowed them to give you a challenge each time?
I think they do everything well. So I think it's not one thing; it's kind of everything. And the coaches put them in a good position. They've had great players. I mean, Hall of Fame players, good schemes, and then good units. I mean, they had good players. Good players that play well and play within the style of play that their coach asked them to play, and they do a great job. So,
Tom, there was a report last week, I guess after the team traded for Muhammad, that you had kind of pushed for him maybe behind the scenes. And I know you said in the past that you don't have anything to do with those sorts of transactions, but was this deadline an opportunity, or did you have an opportunity to maybe voice, whether it's a preference or just some of the things you liked about Muhammad before they made that deal?
I think everybody liked Muhammad, so yeah, everybody liked him. Everybody likes him, that's why he's here. So it's great to have him. I'm excited for him, and again, the more we work together, the better it's going to be, and it's hard to be on the same page within a week. So we're just going to try to communicate through things and talk through them, and there's a lot of things that come up in the game, practice, past games, things that he's done, things that we've done. That football's a game about anticipation. So the good part is, as a veteran player, you know how to play football. It's not like a rookie that they don't quite, they don't know what the real expectation is. I mean, he's been a part of some great offenses, so it's really incorporating him to what we do and him learning, really the terminology so that he can play fast and we can play with the anticipation together. And then he's, running the routes where I expect him to be, so I can play with the anticipation. Then you gain trust, then you gain confidence, and then once you gain confidence, you can go out and execute, really well. So it's hard to skip anything in that process. It's just the reality of football. If you try to think that it's going to come together in a day or two, those probably unrealistic expectations. But every time we go out there, we're trying to be a little bit better and, lead to better execution. So.
Last question, guys. Jimmy got a win last night. Garoppolo, Jacoby Brissett's putting together a nice season. Yep. Has the Wolfpack stayed in touch this year? You guys rooting for each other?
Yeah, definitely. Kept in touch, and these guys are doing a great job. So been fun to watch them. I mean, all the guys. I've always kept in touch with all the guys that I played with. So Matt Castle's doing media around here now. It's pretty interesting. But obviously Brian Hoyer and Jacoby are together. Jimmy. So we've had some great groups, and those guys are doing a great job. So happy for them. All right, thank you guys. Appreciate it.